Well, Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to episode 40 of Impact Makers. So, Dustin, I don't know if you're big on New Year's resolutions or not, but I do know as we finished up client work, there was a strategy or mantra that resonated pretty well that I think could fit that mold. So, why don't you let our listeners know what that was?
Yes, it's something we've talked about for years now, but it seemed like the last quarter or two of 2021, we were talking about it more than more than usual, and it really seems to be hitting home, as you said, as we finished up the year, wrapped up the year, and heading into 2022. So that mantra is, it's responsibility without authority is pretty much useless, and what that means is, we hear all the time, I wish my team, I wish our staff was more accountable. I wish they would take more ownership. I want to delegate more responsibility to them. You have to, they want more responsibility. They want to be held accountable. You can say all that, but if you don't give them the authority to actually get the task done, to complete the project, to have client contact, to be able to gather those open items, responsibility without the subsequent authority is not going to get you anywhere. And instead, it's going to create a nagging, more of a nagging type of culture where you really want them just to nag you, to hold you to your commitment. And that, especially in the age, where we're at now with retention and trying to keep our people, I would go as far as saying that's a pretty toxic environment if you are expecting responsibility but are not giving the necessary authority.
Right on. And a simple example of this is when it comes, for CPA firms, is when it comes to data gathering. It's great to come up with that open item list, but what's more helpful? Somebody that can go out and get that information from the client, or a great list that you put on a partner or shareholder's to-do list for them to follow up when they have time? We all know sitting back, it's the former. It's a person that can go get it. Well, let's focus our training in on training our people so that they can have the responsibility of going and getting that information, regardless of level. It could be an administrative level person, could be paraprofessional, it could be new hires. It could be your most seasoned people, but when you look at what's happening, give them the training so that they can have that responsibility instead of just coming up with a great list.
Yeah, the authority to actually follow up on it, not just the responsibility. It's easy to delegate the responsibility. You have to. The training helps. That's basically giving them the authority that, okay, you can reach out to the client. I'm not just hoarding that relationship.
Right on. I did that on purpose because I wanted everybody to hear your passion. So summarize that again for them in conclusion here.
Yep. You can say, hey, I'm going to train you to go do this. I want you to be responsible for it. But if they don't have the authority to actually, in your example, to reach out to the client, phone call, email, whatever it is, to actually follow up with them, if that relationship is being hoarded at a higher level, they don't have the authority. You've given them responsibility without authority. You can't hold them accountable.